Hello, this is Blanca Pavlikevicius, a holistic business coach and bravery architect for creative online entrepreneurs who desire more profit, more cash flow, and more impact without the overwhelm. I'm here to share with you some ideas that I've been sharing, I've been thinking about today or in the last few days about money management during these times of crisis. And I felt compelled to share these because we all are navigating uncharted territories. We all have, or most of us have, our kids at home. We're trying to figure out how all of this is impacting our business, our livelihood, our budget, our family budget, our business budgets. And we don't have a lot of answers. So the only thing that I can share with you is ideas how to brainstorm and manage these as best as possible. But let me first start with saying that it's so important that you take care of yourself first. Okay, so right now is a time where things are shifting so much. And our bodies, our mind, our everything just really is taking on a lot of information, a lot of news, a lot of stress, a lot of uncertainty. And we want to be able to make decisions from a place of peace and calm and intuition and creativity and innovation. And for that, to be able to flourish, you need to have some time to process what's happening. So take care of yourself first, take care of yourself, then take care of your little ones, okay? Maybe create a new routine at home. What has been working for me is creating a new routine at home where I share undivided attention with my daughter first thing during the day and spend time with her, play with her, do all the, whatever she wants to do, I'll do with her so that she feels taken care of and present with me. And then after we've done that, I think she feels okay to move on to other things by herself. And I feel less guilty to go ahead and let her watch TV or whatever so that I can get some work done. That has been working in the last 2 days. So maybe creating that new routine, whatever works for you, for your family, for your unit, okay? And I also want to acknowledge that most people are worried. They're worried about the impact of the current global crisis, perhaps the financial crisis that's coming up. Well, that is already here because we don't know, what Wall Street's going to do now. And nobody really knows. Nobody really has an answer because we've never been in a situation such as this, quite like this. So whatever the source, financial emergencies and all of that can be stressful and cause, considerable stress and strain on your family, on your budgets, or on your business. So take time to sit with it and feel your emotions, journal about it, get out those fears and anxieties and just write them down on paper, and acknowledge them and acknowledge, find out or ask yourself, what is it trying to protect you from? Okay, is there a real threat? What can you actually do to help the situation? And brainstorm ideas, no matter how crazy they seem at the moment, they're all welcome. Just put them on paper and just allow yourself the space to process that because it is a lot, but you can do this. We can all do it. We're here to support one another. So that's my, my mind, body, soul type of wisdom that I wanted to share with you. In regards with the money management, there are two main variables that determine profitability in your business. One is the revenue and one is the expenses. So the income that you have coming in and the expenses that you have going out, if you can control these two variables, then you have a high chance that your business can operate and be successful. However, in these times of uncertainty, it might be more of a challenge, okay? Because values are shifting, people are shifting and pivoting in a different direction. We won't know for maybe a few months. So people are probably holding on to their money, waiting to see if when the dust settle, how they're gonna behave about it. So the first thing that I would suggest on your personal finances is to do all that you can to fund or fatten your emergency fund. If you don't have one, I would say make one as fast as you can, like gazelle speed, like Dave Ramsey says. Sell stuff, do whatever you need to do to have an emergency fund for the times that are coming. And if you have one, add some more to it. Okay, add some more to it. That will help you feel a bit more secure, more balanced, I should say. Although, safety isn't really there, but it does provide some peace of mind. So the first thing that we want to also acknowledge and anticipate is that your income will fluctuate. It will have reductions. More people are holding onto their money, just like I said. And perhaps for a while, you won't be able to really project how much you're truly going to earn. That's why I put some emphasis on the additional or increased emergency savings. Some ideas that you can do to increase that. You can sell stuff that you don't really use or you seldom use. You can, sell, get rid of things. Try to, if you have time in your hand, you can probably sell some of your expertise, consulting, for other people. You can do additional work online, part-time. There are, if you Google it, you will find, hundreds of ways to make extra money. I know the economy is going to shift and people are going to behave differently, but even in crisis, people have ways to profit, to be of service, and that's the mindset you want to go with. You want to go with a mindset of, how can I be of service? How can I add value? How can I solve a problem for my ideal client? So anticipate income, figure out ways, meet with your team virtually, to see, what creative ways you can anticipate for these changes and create value, perhaps differently aligned offers of products or services that meet your clients' needs. And think of ways to expand your business services, add new layers, bundle it up, maybe different strategies, how to keep the income flowing. Cross collaborations with other brands or entrepreneurs so that you have an extended reach into their network and vice versa. So those are some ideas to help you start thinking about different ways that you can generate additional income to help you balance out the losses. Reducing business expenses and overhead. The trick there is knowing which costs are safe to cut and by how much. Okay, so you probably have software memberships and subscriptions there that you don't fully utilize, that you could cut, simplify, reduce, and simplify your systems and processes so that maybe you use one instead of 3 apps or softwares or services. Go through your expenses with a fine-tooth comb and look at every single line item and really question it and prioritize what gets funded, okay? Reduce your supply expenses, although as an online entrepreneur, you might not have those at all or very much. cut costs whatever you can in terms of your products. If you have products that you offer, figure out ways to cut the cost. If you're a service provider, perhaps you can reclassify their position and compress the job duties to those that are most crucial for your business and make it a leaner operation. Okay, make it a leaner operation, simplifying the job descriptions or combining job descriptions that may still fulfill the needs of your business, but that tackle the most critical tasks in your business. And then maybe reducing somebody's load or letting them go. Try to do that, mindfully of their situation with as much as advance notice as you can and all of that, because letting people go in this economy is going to be tough, of course, but these are business calls that you need to be making if that's the case that you are in. Lower your financial expenditures. Make sure that if you're using credit cards, these are not like super high interest rates. Pay attention to that, list them out, talk to the banks, renegotiate rates, renegotiate terms, modernize your marketing efforts. Nowadays, of course, if you're an online entrepreneur, you're all about marketing online. So streamlining, automating, and modernizing all of that will help reduce your costs and make it more efficient. So the other idea would be to narrow your focus. Okay, if you're providing several services, perhaps finding that one service that you can provide that could go deeper, like a more specialized service or a more narrow focus on your offerings that brings higher and highest quality, value quality. Making the most of your space, perhaps renting out some of your space for co-working, or if you work from home, perhaps, if there are other online entrepreneurs that maybe sharing the cost, sharing the space, figuring out what works. The largest cost for companies are personnel, benefits, and marketing. So when you look at those line items, like I said, when you look at personnel, you have to really evaluate what's crucial that needs to get done and prioritize that. And then whatever highest priority, that's what you're going to fund. And then go through your benefit package with a fine-tooth comb as well, and figure out and be sensible about this as well. You don't want to hurt your employees, but you can figure out what health benefits are not being used or what health benefits are redundant. So perhaps reducing these will help reduce your insurance cost. What else? Let's see. We have also narrowing your focus and simplifying your business is also a good way to make it a lean operation. Managing your risk is also important when you hire independent contractors and employees. It's very important that you know that you're classifying them correctly and that you have a contract in place and that you have carefully reviewed the IRS guidelines about what constitutes an independent contractor and what constitutes an employee, and make sure that you're compensating them and following all the laws and avoiding huge and hefty penalties there. Professional fees, see which ones you can do without for a while. Limit your travel, meals, and entertainments. Nowadays with virtual meetings, there's a lot that you can do without traveling. And stick to per diem amount if you must travel. Barter or making kind exchanges when money is extremely tight. This is a good way to help both parties solve a problem without incurring any expenses. Of course, time and expertise it has a value, but money, if the money exchange isn't there, but the service and the problem gets solved, then that's a plus. Leveraging your social media exposure in groups as opposed to ads is also another strategy for lean businesses. And encouraging word of mouth marketing, of course. Sometimes you may have referral programs, paying existing customers to refer you new customers. Your company's ideal word of mouth marketing will depend on your audience's demographic makeup, buying habits, and sales efforts and all of that. So also, another idea is to disincentivize procrastination in your team. If you encourage effective time management, you will be saving money because you're saving time in activities that need to be done. And so if they're not creating the value, producing work, and they're procrastinating, then you're losing money. So avoiding and disincentivizing these will help you save money in the longer run. And these are some of the ideas that I wanted to share with you. I think you can also post your comments or your questions, and just basically reduce your budget to the bare minimum, the most important necessities for your business to run. And you can do the same, you can use the same approach to your personal budget, go through it line by line, start looking at your reports. If you don't have reports, put it on an Excel. I have on my website, I have a little bundle that can help you put it all, organize your personal finances as well. And just basically really get on top of your numbers. When you know your numbers, you can make decisions that are well informed. And let me know if you have any questions. I have a freebie that it's all about beliefs and mindset and money management on my website. I'm going to link it here too in the video. And I'm going to link it here also the PDF for this presentation. And you're free to join my community of Finance 101 for online entrepreneurs in Facebook, so that you can also take part of the support and access the resources and the community. Keep your accountability there going. So I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're watching this. If you care to share these with someone who think that might need it, that would be really appreciated. We want to get as much people helped as possible. And I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you around. Take care, my friends. Thanks so much.